Hello everyone, this is Fantastic Worlds, welcoming you back to Lovecraft Country and the channel update. Yes, we have reached 750 supporters and the first supporter stretch goal, which is awesome. Thank you guys. But as a result, a large number of options and series and other things have been unlocked for this channel. And I thought it best that we all get on the same page rather than have the information scattered across several episodes. So in that case, let's get to it. Now, first of all, you'll notice in the list to the right, there is a list of all the subjects I'll be going over, which is quite a few, and also timestamps for the various subjects. Now, this means that you'll be able to skip to whatever section you want, in case you only want to know one or two of these, rather than have to listen to the entire thing. As a result, however, I would like you to stick around at least for the first two subjects, as they are general purpose, so to speak. That will affect the channel in pretty much all of its aspects. So, to start with, Wednesday, Lust from Beyond has been canceled, period. I am already on the borderline about canceling the series when they included the Scarlet Lodge. That was a little while back, and all of the Gorn that they brought with them. Now, the original version of it with all the Lovecraftian stuff and the goofy sexual content, that was different back from the Lust from Darkness section, and of course the first prologue. But since then, not so much. And what pretty much killed the deal for me was the fact that the last episode I attempted to record it had not only a railroading section, as well as a quote, interesting, unquote, boss fight, which is just frustrating as opposed to entertaining. Not even like with the Dark Souls where it's interesting, frustrating, just annoying. And the last thing when you're a game developer that you want to invoke in your audience is frustration and annoyance. So I have killed the series. We'll be removing it from the channel. But to fill a Wednesday slot for this week, you'll be getting the second episode for Let's Try Control, which frankly has more views and likes than the entire Lust from Beyond series did. Now, in addition to that, by the way, there is now a new monthly series I will be having here. Now, the Let's Try for the voting series has finished. There are 5 options to vote on. I will include a link down to a new playlist that has all the episodes for those of you who subscribed recently and want to know all of your options. I'll put a link up there at the top when I remember, because hopefully I will remember, as well as a link down in the description. So from this point forward, feel free to jump to whatever section you want to, and I will begin. So for all my supporters and possible future supporters out there, I want to go over a few points. First of all, the monthly series that I mentioned previously content will be voted on by supporters. I'll be giving out a voting block of what possibilities are to my supporters in short order, probably about in a week or so. And of course, to let you know, the content is going to be either a small game, part of an existing series, such as Cult of Simulator Darkest Dungeon, or an episodic game that each episodes can fit within an hour. The reason being, of course, is that I don't want people to have a cliffhanger last for 4 weeks. Now, future supporter goals will add additional episodes per goal. So, for example, the second one, which is only $9 away, will introduce a second episode, which will increase the range of series that are available for the to be voted on. Now, when we hit 3, there's 3 per month, and we hit 4, of course, 4 weeks in a month means that's an additional series, the contents of which, of course, are voted on by supporters. Now, I don't know if I've formally gone over the levels of supporter and the benefits they provide, so let me get a quick rundown here. Now, the initiate gains not only, of course, the satisfaction of knowing that they're helped this channel expand, they also get an additional vote for all subscriber votes. They also have 1 vote in all supporter votes. In addition, they get access to an additional hour or so of material every month. This is on top of the monthly series that was unlocked. And of course, access to the back catalog, which has an additional 10 hours so right at the time of this recording, which of course increases 1 hour every month. Now, the Cultist, the $2 mark, means that you not only get all of the benefits of the initiate, you also get plus 2 votes or 2 votes, depending on which type of vote it is, and you will get access to the new monthly Cultist level series known as Lovecraft After Dark. Now, Lovecraft After Dark, I've mentioned a couple of times, is a series that will be concentrating on the weirder, shall we say, aspects of cosmic horror. Like Lovecraft did some pretty weird stories in the beginning, from feral humans living in cave systems to dream machines revealing that a person in an insane asylum actually has the soul of a star, or of course the time that somebody killed their gay lover, but they turned into a tree and fell on top of them. Yeah, Lovecraft got a bit weird sometimes, and some of these games reflect that. Now, the first one is a comedy series, the second season of Darkside Detective. I did the first season already, the link up there if I recall, link down in the description, I hope. If I forget any of these links, by the way, yell at me down in the comments and I'll put them in. And that the started off with a double episode as an inaugural one, so there's 2 hours worth of content additional there, and of course you'll get the access to all the previous initiate ones as well. You also get the ability to name a character in the appropriate games. Right now, Darkest Dungeon, for example, you can name one of the Dungeoneers, and in a future game that's hopefully coming up in a little bit, end of fall maybe, there's going to be another one with customizable characters in which you can design one from the pixel up. So on top of that, there's a new supporter level called Acolyte. Now Acolyte is the $5 mark, and not only do you get all benefits of both Initiate and Cultist, you also get a additional 5 votes for any appropriate vote, either a supporter or a subscriber. You also will get a mention at the end of each episode as being one of my top patrons. Technically patrons, even though he's using the Gumroad platform. And you will get the naming rights for 2 characters. So that covers supporters. Okay, so for my Cultist Simulator people out there, first of all, yes, we reached 750 subscribers, so as promised, the Lantern Aspirant Chancellor Palpatine run has been unlocked. The one where I let my hair down, do an occasional bad Ian Diamond impersonation, the actor, by the way, and of course, corrupt the entire Suppression Bureau, kill off my boss, wipe out everything in my way, crush who I have, sacrifice my people, and in general be rather Sith about the whole thing. And in the end, becoming an uncaring god of light. So, if you want to see it, when I flip the switch from kinda evil to really evil, you can see it then. Now, this unlock, by the way, and the nature of the other unlocks has maybe rearranged the schedule a little. Now, at the end of the Ghoul DLC, and of course after the Darkest Dungeon interlude, my plan was to do the Exile DLC Run 1, Obscurity, but instead I'm going to do the Grimoire first. Now, that's going to be so I need to alternate both a playthrough and a non-playthrough type of episode. The Grimoire, of course, is me handling all rites and rituals, how magic works in the game. Now, of course, then the Exile DLC, Run 1, Obscurity will be done. After that will be the first Lore and Legends series, which is called In the Beginning, which covers both the creation of the universe and the aspects of the Cultist Simulator, plus how they affect game mechanics. Essentially, that will be going over why the protagonist is so important, how aspects and influences, where they came from, and how they work, and how you can use them in the game. So after that comes Exile Run number 2, which is the Ascension one. Then comes the Mansis, which is going to be covering both the lore aspects of the Mansis, the dream realm in which we constantly dive in to get secret history knowledge, and of course, how you use it, basically what each door has, how best to utilize those to get the resources that you need. After that will come the Chancellor Palpatine run, and after that is going to be a future unlock series. Now, every 50 beyond this point, which means that 800 will be the next one at the time of this recording, will unlock an additional Lore Legends / game play mechanics series until we reach 1,000. At 1,000, I will do the Lantern. The Lantern bonus run, the Apostle Lantern run, which is the hardest run in the entire game. It really is. I haven't actually finished it completely myself. I got to one point where I got so frustrated that I gave up. That's how difficult it is. But for y'all, I'll finish it. I will finish it come hell and high water, and I will be doing it, of course, as Chancellor Palpatine's apprentice, Anakin Skywalker. So that should be interesting. I'm not going to do a Christian Hayes impersonation, by the way. Anyways, so that's, of course, what we've got for Cultist Simulator up to this time, and I'll be going to the next subject now. Okay, so for the Secret World, my longest running series, we are going to be making it even longer because we, as promised, at the 725 subscriber mark, we unlocked the South African campaign. So this is going to be happening in a space of 8 episodes starting next week, since I've killed Lust from Beyond in the Wednesday slot. So right now I'll be using the usual formula I used for the Secret World, which is 3 story episodes plus 1 interlude. Of course, there'll be 2 blocks of 4. And if we unlock 775 subscriber goal, which is only 12 subscribers away at the time of this recording. Then we'll be adding another 2 episodes there. And of course, if we manage to make 825, which I don't really anticipate, another 2. In a continuous cycle that will either keep us going until we run out of unlocked episodes and move on to the next series, or when I run out of material, because I don't know what the length of the South African campaign is. And okay, that being said, of course, there will of course be future episodes unlocked, because every 25 or 75, essentially, of every 100, like 825, 875, will unlock additional 2 episodes. In those cases, those are probably going to be me interludes, me going through the other factions and their campaign episodes, not the entire campaign, just the ones that are different if you are a different faction than the Illuminati, as well as the lore and legends, although those are unlocking until after 1,000, because I've already started collecting some of the information on those, and they're going to take a while to put together. That's essentially why I'm starting now. So, okay, moving on. Okay, for my Darkest Dungeon stands out there, I see you all. Okay, we have unlocked a total of 7 blocks of 4. Last time I counted, from this point forward, which of course will occur in between Cultist Simulator series. So the next one will probably be starting in about 2 weeks. In addition, Darkest Dungeon episodes are unlockable for the supporters. We might be getting additional episodes on top of those. Can't promise anything, depends on how the vote goes. And moving on. Okay, so the new series vote. First of all, that vote will occur 2 weeks before the end of the next Secret World block, which means at least 6 weeks from now, possibly 8, depending on whether or not we unlock additional episodes. When that occurs, by the way, each subscriber gets 1 vote. So if you want to get a voice in how this in the new series that we do so, by all means subscribe, and of course hit that notification button. But in addition, to let you know that of course if you just skipped it, that Initiates, Cultist, and Acolyte level supporters all get additional votes depending on their level. So that being said, let's move on. Okay, so let's talk about my Twitch channel, because it's hopefully going to go through a heck of a renaissance in a bit, because I've done as I threatened. Since my internet service provider, or rather my former internet service provider, failed to provide the speeds at which they promised, I am leaving them. Now, the new ISP has been promising me much better speeds, and if they follow through with that promise and I have the ability to stream when I want to stream and not just when the internet service provider decides I should stream, then I will maintain a regular schedule. So probably be on Friday night or Sunday night weekly, and will be my tips and tricks series, the Saturday series done live. Of course, pop in, ask me questions, talk to me about strategy, give me hints about what you would like to see, by all means do. And if you subscribe and we get to the 50 subscriber mark, which I believe is 4 away from right now, then I will do a half and half marathon. Now, a half and half marathon is where 2-hour blocks, because I cannot sit on this chair for 4 hours. Thank you very much. Then the content will be voted on by the Twitch subscribers. Essentially, I've got a lot of games that will stream well. I'll put up a list and send it to my Twitch people, and they can decide which one I'll be doing for each 2-hour block. So, okay, so have we reached the bottom?